Well, howdy folks, and welcome to another adventure. Flying solo this time. Over the next few episodes, I'll be exploring southern Utah, southeast Nevada, and who knows what else we'll get into. Maybe even a special guest or two along the way. Right now, I am fighting off what is the beginning of a cold, so we'll see how this goes. I got down here to one of my favorite areas last night and just hanging out, taking it easy. And if you'll notice behind me, we have our first special guest who has returned to towing duties. That's right. Our trusty steed, Silver, is now in the driver's seat. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how she does in front of the Voyager trailer. Now, had to go over a few passes last night with her, and she did well. Got about 10 miles per gallon, fully loaded with 36 gallons of water and all my gear. She's a classic. She just keeps going, over 200,000 miles now. So, no hurry, no rush. Just going to enjoy this ride, enjoy the peace and the quiet. Sarah and the girls are back at home visiting with family who's flown in for a few weeks, and so that gave me a big window to get out here and see some cool stuff with you guys. So, ride along. But first, let me show you what we're looking at here. All right, well, we've made it to another favorite spot on our way to southeast Nevada. Unfortunately, someone got here before I did, so we'll cook some dinner, and then hopefully the favorite feature of this spot will be free. I think my cold is progressing, so this is just what I need. Super fast dinner, New York strip, shiitake mushrooms. And this is what having an enclosed cabin is all about. When it's too cold out there, you get to hide out in here. I stopped and got me some over-the-counter medicine, so hopefully I can head this crud off. Right there is the medicine I need. Well, I had hoped to end my day in the hot springs and help with this condition, but some very self-centered individuals have camped right on top of it. There's boxes and crap strewn all over the place. I don't know what they're doing. So rather than just sit here, I'm going to go find a new camp. This isn't how I wanted this trip to start. That's real life. Sometimes it just happens that way. Let's go find camp at 8:30 at night. Really should have aired down for this. All right, well, take two. Old house shoes. Warmest thing around camp I've found. And comfortable. The breeze is getting a little chilly out there. I'm still not feeling great, so I'm gonna have breakfast in here where it's nice and toasty. Going with the small Brew Trek Overlander today. I can drink straight from this thing as opposed to the big base camp. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah. I prefer a hot tea right now, but I didn't bring any, so this is what we got. It's hot in here. All right, breakfast is done. Got a few things taken care of, but one thing I've always been curious about around this volcano is there's a hot spring up top that I saw last time I was here. So I'm gonna circumnavigate the center cone and see if I can get it top somehow. Already there's like this massive eagle nest. That thing is no joke, 5 feet across. So I'm assuming that's a golden eagle that's been making its nest up there. But this is a cool spot. Lots of artifacts around here too. Lots of old blue mason jars that are broken. So this was a popular stop for somebody at some point in time. Alright, well I haven't found the actual spring, but I found one of them, and it's just a warm, moist crevice. Man, that's wild. There's like hot air coming up out of here. If you were to put a tent up here with a little duct going into there, it would be toasty. This is cool. Wow. And you can see the caldera where the volcano was. One of many in this area. You can see the lava flows going out this direction over there, and then a big one across the way where it all heaved up, and then another huge one over there. It's really surreal because as I'm walking along the side of this, I'll get these wafts of wet, warm air, but I haven't found primary source yet. I'm trying not to kick a rock down onto the Forerunner because it's right there. Look at that. Definitely warm air coming out of here too. It's like so light. I wonder what's down there. Now, I don't know about you, but this stuff just fascinates me. It's just incredible. I like to imagine what it must have been like to be right here when all this activity was taking place. What would have been going through someone's mind, seeing this mound of molten rock and boulders tumbling up out of the ground. It's just wild. And the fact that there's still heat coming out of it. And you're standing on top like, is this thing going to go again? Oh, and side note, I am solo, so I'm carrying my SOS device in my pocket. I actually have cell signal here, so it's not that big of a deal. But just a word to the wise, it's easy to start wandering away from camp and get further and further away and not have either one. So if you have any inkling that you're going to walk away from camp, solo especially, it's a good idea to bring it with you, because I didn't get it on camera, but I took a pretty good fall. Landed pretty close to a boulder. Thankfully I caught it on my shoulder and not my head, so it was a good reminder. Definitely gonna leave a bruise. All right, well, I think we might have found camp and several old mines. I'll walk up this hill real quick and see what's going on. Oh, wow. Almost didn't see this one.
I am fairly well now, I am strong, I am goodbye, I'm a long way from home. I am an orchard at the start of spring, I am a mockingbird I love to sing, and I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly. I am an old road walking on my feet, I am laughing neath the weeping willow tree, I am a dog barking, a honeybee sting, I ain't no angel but I've got my wings, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly.
All right, folks. Well, for dinner tonight, keeping it simple. And I've got some pre-marinated chicken skewers and some more of those mushrooms from the previous night. Might even throw in some peppers just for a little color. Should be pretty quick though. Let's jump in. All right, let's turn the heat on and get our meat on. All right. It's not steak, but it'll work. It's always hard when you're trying to feed just one person. So a lot of the pre-marinated meats and things like that are really handy. If you have a vacuum sealer at home, get your steak packs, whatever, cut them up, split them up, vacuum seal them, and then you've got a pretty good portion ready to go. And there's some mix of veggies, whatever you fill them, or not fill them. There's nothing wrong with just eating a steak. It's actually not bad. Chipotle chicken, it'll work.